What's going on, Cracker Crew? Long time no see. Nah, you've seen me in them little short videos. But listen, guys, I wondered if we could do it. And as you've seen in that opening shot, we're going to give it a go, I think. There's a few more things that we have to do to it, don't get me wrong. But let me take you along. I'm going to flip this back around. I just want to say hello. Flip this back around and we're going to kind of go over what I'm thinking here and see if it actually works. And hopefully, if the weather is right next weekend, because we ran out of time this weekend, next weekend, and by the way, it was my wife's birthday, so happy birthday to my wife. Anyways, we ran out of time this weekend, so I did get it put together of what I think we're going to do, and the only way to really do it is to get out and test it and see if it's going to work. So we're going to try to do it here, either here in the backyard or over at David's house in the backyard. I don't know which yet, but we're going to try to do that. We'll dive into it. We'll get into it. Let me flip this camera around and I'll show you what I'm thinking. So this table right here was an aluminum little folding table that I found on Amazon that my mother-in-law got me for Christmas this year. So I figured it folds down. It's real lightweight. Why not use that? And as you can see, we got our foldable sink. I have another one over there, but for some reason that one's leaking. Drying rack. As you can see, we had a leak, so I'm drying the towel. It doesn't stand very tall. It's, I don't know, maybe 3 foot tall, something like that, fully extended. My water box is right there. You guys have seen this guy before. This is our running water, and it's perfect right there where that's at. We'll dive into that in just a little bit, but as you can see, the cot fits in here with the toolbox. Guys, my goal is to bring this canopy out over here where I'm gonna have to figure out a tarp at, but we'll get into that in a minute. But I want to do a camper shell right here, guys. If I could get a camper shell, oh my gosh. I'm trying to find one cheap, or somebody to donate one to the channel. I don't know. We're going to try to figure something out. I'd like to do that. But for now, we have the canopy. We'll dig into that a little bit more. But yeah, guys, I knew that this would work because I set this up started with the cot and everything like that at the Strawberry Festival when Chloe was showing. By the way, she sold Magnum for $7 a pound. Great job. Good job. I'm proud of her. I mentioned that in one of the videos, I think, or I posted something. I don't remember. But we're going to dive into this camping video and see if what I got will work. And I can't wait to get into this, guys. This thing right here. Oh, wait till you see that. Just hang tight. I'm going to get the kitchen area broke down. I'm thinking we're going to get another table eventually to go right here to kind of create more counter space for us, but I'm digging this vibe. I did cut a piece of plywood just to give us a level flat surface on the tailgate, a little bit more counter space. But let me break down the little sink area. We'll move this box and we'll go over what is in the back of Blue. All right, so real quick, picked up a cot. I've had this cot since back when David and I used to sell fireworks. Used to see some of the videos from earlier back when in the, if you scroll back through the channel. But this cot has been a great cot for me. And it just so happens to fit in the truck, so we're using that. That's what we got. I do have an air mattress inside of our camping tote here. This whole tote, we'll get into that a little bit. But everything that we use for this is in this, but you'll see that in a minute. Guys, this fleece pillow right here, my mother-in-law got me for Christmas. Oh, that table my wife got me for Christmas. I won this Yeti cooler at one of Chloe's FFA raffles last year. We're going to put that to the test as our cooler. I won it. I didn't buy it. You've seen our 5-gallon water jug with our battery operated water spout. But yeah, so the cot, I got a little air mattress that blows up, goes on top of this, real comfortable. I used it at the Strawberry Festival. That table is a little folding in table that I've used in other camp videos before that goes next to my bed. Really great table. I love that. We're going to use that for this, I think, just so I have something to put my phone and stuff on while I'm in the bed. I'm super excited about it. We're gonna, you know, it's kind of like the it's just like in, you know, in our survival world. If we were out bushcrafting, you know, essentially if you were lost in the woods every day, you would improve upon your shelter, you know, every day, little by little. But here, this is what we're going to do with the camp video. This is what we're going to start with, because this is what we have, and as we go and we acquire new things, we'll add it to the video. But not to dwell on the cot, I want to dive into this guy and that down there, but we're going to do that first because I'm saving that for last, y'all. So I'm going to move that back onto this table, and we'll dive into what's in that. And yeah, let's see what do we got. Alright, so inside of this ammo can right here, it's just a plastic Cabela's 50 caliber ammo can, watertight. Is my little water system. So essentially this right here would be inside of here, but inside here I keep a little bit of kitchen stuff, my mitt, some scrubby stuff, a little bit of wipes for me, some dish soap, new little scrubby thing, drying mat, things like that. All my water essentials for the sink, quick and easy in that. Off key, little citronella oil burner, little mosquito zapper. I don't know how well it works. I don't even know where the batteries are on this thing, guys, but we're gonna try it out. Of course, got to stay hydrated. Got the battle bottle. It's not really a battle bottle, it's my battle bottle. Sleep system, we've got our air mattress. Like I said, this here is a bug net that I picked up at the thrift store the other day for a couple of bucks. It is a mosquito pyramid net. We're gonna see if we can figure out how to put that on this to where we can keep the bugs off of us. Of course, we got the fleece pillow, the cot, this fan right here, guys. We bought this quote unquote for Magnum that never got used for Magnum. It got used for Chloe and myself back here, but we're gonna try that out. It's got a light and everything on that. It comes with 3 rechargeable batteries. Of course, we've talked about that. We're gonna get into that, I promise you. But I want to dive into any of this. So this storage little container here is just one of those little handy little snack tray things. I don't know. We're gonna figure out if we can use it. That goes underneath the table with these little boards inside of it for storage, for stuff like that, and pots and pans and things like that. But you say, Jay, I don't see any pots and pans in here. That's all right. We're gonna get into it. Hold on. Little collapsible water jug. You know the drill. When you gotta go, you gotta go. A little bit of electrical in here, some trash bags, some flashlights, different things like that, some cordage. Some anchors, saw, little baton, possibles bag, things like that. Just what I thought we would need is in there. So get that packed back up, and we'll dive into that little beauty gem right there to close out the video. Stay tuned. We're gonna get into it, y'all. I am so excited about this thing. I can't wait. Hang on. All right, y'all, let's get into this box. It's a wooden little box. It's nothing fancy, but y'all, check this out. Got a little snap there. Lock this in. Check it out. Here is the new camp box, y'all. All my little utensils that I may need, some measuring cups. You've seen these in the blue boxes that we used to have. I couldn't keep that box together, but we found this today. So all the utensils, of course, real forks, real knives. We do have my plastic little set in here. You've seen all of this before, guys. If you haven't, go back and watch our videos. That means you haven't been watching. Anyways, now, this is the best part. Grab this little tab, pull this little box down. Check it out, check it out. We're gonna dive in. We've got everything in here, guys. I'm gonna move it up to here. I haven't figured out where this thing's gonna live at on here yet, but we're gonna move it up here and we're gonna go through this box. I'm gonna figure out where to set up at with the camera, and yeah, we're gonna dive into this thing. I am super, super excited about this box. This is the new camp box for Florida Cracker Survival. Let's dive in. All right, so here's where I'm thinking it might stay. I don't know, because I like the way that if you can open this up, right, and it'll stay like that. I can access anything in here that I may need, and I'm gonna try to organize it a little bit better. I don't know. We'll see as it evolves. But look, I figured this out, guys. We can flap that down right there like that, and everything we need right there in the box. We may move the sink and move that box that way. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. But I'm gonna figure out the camera situation, get that set up, and we're gonna dive in. I'll kind of show you what we're playing with here. I don't have everything for the kitchen because we have the black stone for when we have power, like out here camping or at a campsite with it. We have extension cords for power, and then I have a charcoal grill for no power. So I don't have all that set up right now. I just wanted to show you the majority, excuse me, of what we got going on. So let me dive in. Let me get the camera set back up. I got it in my hand in a moment, but we're gonna dive into this thing right here, y'all. Like I said, I can't get over how this thing fell in my lap. I actually went to Goodwill is where I found this at. My local Goodwill. Excuse me. But I was looking for a survival kit that I was wanting to review that I'd seen on YouTube, and this thing just fell in my lap. So we're gonna dive in. Let's go. Check it out. That's pretty cool, y'all. It's perfect for this little truck build that we're doing. So up top here, I got my water bottle. Like I said, my aluminum little measuring cups that we got at a yard sale. This cleans the black stone. A couple of spatulas, a couple of plastic knives, the little cap for the water jug, which we're gonna put back on there so we don't lose it. Can opener, tongs, salt and pepper, a couple of little spices, a couple of knives, scissors, things like that, whatnots. All the good stuff. Marker just in case. But down in here, I'm just gonna hold it and we're gonna go through it, y'all. I picked this up at the Strawberry Festival from I got the card in the house. I'll put a picture of it. It is the Born to Be Wild Mountain Legend company, I think I don't know. I'll put a picture of their little description. They got a QR code, I believe, with it, but I'm gonna turn that into my little camp cup. So we'll set it over here. Gotta keep house, y'all. Gotta keep house. A little broom. Couple of cups. So we got a set of 3, essentially. A little bit of canola Lola oil. And I think this camp box, I think, is going to be the new everything box. Every time, any camping we do, this box is going to be with us. So let me figure out. I want to set this down, guys, so I can go in this. Just hold still. Hold still. The camera set down here. Let's go ahead and dive into this box here. So this is that little stove thing that I showed you guys in that little 2-minute video that I did last week. All this is, guys, is a little ceramic burner warmer, but it almost boiled water hot enough that you can make rice, one of those little Norse things, which we're going to do in the camp video. Stay tuned for that. But we got our little stove, essentially, to boil some water for coffee, whatever we need. Got our eating bowl, and I can add more of these into this box. I do have plenty of room for that, but right now it's just set up for me real quick. Pot to boil some water, frying pan, cook some eggs. By the way, guys, quick tip on me, I've never had Spam in my life that I know of. Never tried Spam. I want to try it because I see all of the survivalists doing it, and I bought a can. It's an off-brand. It's a Walmart brand, but when we do this camp video, guys, we're gonna try Spam and eggs for the first time right here on this channel, along with the first time of this camp. So we're gonna need this. It's gonna come in handy for that. I do got some rice and some chicken for dinner for that night's camp when we do it. So we're gonna need the plate. That's gonna come in handy for us. And it all just kind of nest together here in this little box. Oh yeah, my cutting boards. My wife got these for me last year for Christmas. It come in a little leather case with those 2 blue stainless steel cups that I got right here. And then I'm not going to pull it all out, but the steak knives and forks, that it all came in a little kit, but I broke it down and put it in here, and then it's going to rest and relax all in this little box right here with, and act like one big happy family, because that's what we are around here. That's a nest in there, and voila. So close that up, put that back in there, close that down, and so essentially I do have this cooking kit here that stays in the back of my truck, in the back seat, in my hiking bag, that I could use if I didn't have power, and it's got everything in it. It nests inside of the pots, which I used to have another pot, and I just bought these at the thrift store, so I'm anxious to try them out. But look, got my little pot with that's my stove. Underneath the pot, we got our little frying pan, coffee cup, because you gotta have coffee in the morning. I picked this up at the Strawberry Festival. I'll leave a card picture for this guy as well. Awesome. It's handmade locally out of Georgia, I believe. I'll do a little bit of research. I'll put a description up here in the right here somewhere. But it is handmade. The wood is actually sourced from his family's farm. My propane tank, it all nests inside that bag right there, y'all. So essentially I do have that cooking kit as well to cook on, that I can incorporate with that beautiful box right there. So yeah, I'm anxious to try it out. Stay tuned to check that video out. And by the way, guys, thank you to each and every one of the 156 subscribers we have now. We are growing rapidly on this channel, guys. I am so thankful for each and every one of you guys. If you're not subscribed, guys, please hit that like, subscribe button. It's free, guys. It costs nothing. It helps out a small guy like me. So help me out. But guys, I'm anxious to try all this gear out with you guys. I'm going to try to figure out, like I said, if I had the camper shell, which I'm working on in time, we will have that set up, and this will become our canopy over here for our kitchen area. But for right now, I got to figure out how to get my Free Soldier tarp displayed over top of this to block the sun and the wind and the rain and all that good stuff. But it was a little windy when I first started this, and I didn't really want to set all that up. I was trying to get this box set up mainly, but I wanted to show you guys what we were going to play with. And I'm going to run a tarp around to create a couple of walls to kind of close it in. Like I said, I have that mosquito net to hopefully keep the bugs off. We got the off to keep the bugs off. Got this bad boy now. I think we're set, guys. We're going to try this out hopefully next weekend, weather permitting and other things permitting. But we will get to this build, but I didn't want to just show you guys that quick little video and then show up camping in my truck. I wanted to show you what I was thinking. So drop me a comment, guys. Let me know, what do you think of the new camp box for the kitchen? Drop me a comment. Let me know, what am I missing? What is something that you would add to this setup? Obviously the camper shell is the biggest add that we hope to do in 2026, but we're going to give this a shot with what we got. I don't know, we'll see. I do have other tents that we're going to do. We've got a lot going on, guys, but I'm trying to free up enough time to where we can get back to filming regularly. I did get a new shotgun mic for the GoPro. I'm having a little bit of learning curve with that. That's why I'm filming off my phone right now. But we'll get all of that. But guys, I'm super excited about this. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. It's something new for the channel. So like I said, comment below. Let me know, what am I missing? What would you add to this? You know, let's do this together, guys. Let's have a good time with it. And but yeah, that's what I've got right now, guys. So remember, out here the wild don't care, but the prepared, we survive. I'll see you guys on the next.